Transformational leadership of Governor Soludo and the impact it has had on the people. So Governor Soludo was sworn in office on March 17, 2022, and he will be 3 years in office a couple of days from today. On Spotlight today, this morning, we shall look at 3 years of transformational leadership of Governor Soludo and the impact it has had on Anambra and, of course, the residents of Anambra State. I am Eze Onwuji.
And of course, I am Sandra Abba. On the show, we shall be highlighting the key events and development that has taken place in Anambra State since March 17. So with us this morning, of course, we have the Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Ernest Eze Adri. Good morning to you, sir.
Thank you, Sandra, and thank you, Mr. Eze. It's quite warming to be here today.
Glad to have you.
You're welcome.
Okay, first of all, congratulations to you because you've been there since inception, and today you've decided to, take out time to speak to us about development, the happenings, the achievements of Mr. Governor. And of course, I know that during this 3 years, there has been challenges and all of that. So we shall be x-raying all of that with you this morning. But 10, when you walked in here, I've been scolding every man that I come across since today. You did not say Happy International Women's Day. Is it fair?
Oh my God. Interesting, but never be led and delayed. Happy International Women's Day.
Okay, thank you. So we're friends now.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, because of what we have, today being March 8, we would want to know, as we are celebrating International Women's Day, now how would you rate the involvement of women in this present administration?
Oh, thank you very much, Sandra. And again, thank you for the opportunity once more to be here at ABS. Governance, we are in this together. Mr. Eze mentioned 17th of March 2022. Mm-hmm. Just a couple of days now, it will be 3 years. So, and we cannot do this alone. It's not a men thing or women thing. In this administration, with regards to your question, yes, the involvement of women in the administration of Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, CFR, is quite the one that is noticeable. If you look at the cabinet, we have about 20% of the cabinet members are women. And not just women staying at the back seat, but women at the front seat. Our head of service, our Attorney General, Commissioner of Special Duties, Commissioner for Women Affairs, Transport, Education. I can name just a few of them. But just only this shows you how Mr. Governor put up women in politics. I mean, I think I can summarize it that we have gender balance in the government.
Great indeed.
Okay.
Chief of Staff, let's begin with who a leader is. It will help us to know, of course, to ascertain and confirm that Governor Soludo is a leader. Who is a leader?
Thank you, Mr. Eze Onwuji, on your question about who is a leader. I've been opportuned to work both abroad and in Nigeria. And leadership comes with that person who is giving service. So you look at the leaders, world leaders, that whether they are alive or dead, people still remember them. But the Mandelas, the Gandhis, you know, in Europe, can think of. You see, this is about what the legacy they put down when they have that opportunity to serve. And that is the leadership we have in Anambra State at the moment under Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo. So he's a leader with excellence.
Okay.
Leader with excellence.
All right, that's good. Now, there's this thing with Mr. Governor. There has been this slogan, prosperous, livable, and smart mega city. You know, what inspired Governor Soludo's vision for a prosperous, livable, and smart mega city? And how is this vision being realized as a leader that you just described?
Thank you, Sandra. You know, when we say leader with excellence, Mr. Governor, as he simply addressed, it's one man that has worked, again, transverse all over the world. He has worked in 45 countries in the world. So that's also gave him that experience, the quality, leadership quality, that he's now transferring in building Anambra to be prosperous homeland, smart mega city, as you asked. So, but what is he doing to make this place prosperous, smart mega city? And first of all, as a leader, what Mr. Governor, his intention about this, he's building a city where he will live when he retires. So this is intentionality about what you're seeing in Anambra State. You know, many people has been governor, has been commissioner, has been ministers, but when they finish, they migrate to Abuja or to Lagos and live because we've not made this place prosperous homeland. But Mr. Governor, in his intentionality, he's turning Anambra State into that. And how is he doing this? We met Anambra State March 2022 with a whole lot of issues, especially infrastructural decay. And I won't pull you because I know we'll probably come back to that as a question, but making it livable, you have to go back to the basics. We started with the foundation about infrastructure. You cannot make this place livable and prosperous without good roads, without good schools, without internet services. So, but for us to do that, for somebody of you, myself, to leave this place and not thinking of migration, we must have these basics working. Not just we have it, but basics, and they'll be working perfectly well. As I said, I live in UK. I live in Brent. I live in Wembley for good number of years, so I know how these things work. And that is what I'm seeing that Anambra is turning to be in a very, very shortest possible time. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, let me take you back a little. When we talk of leadership, we also talk about followership. You've told us who a leader is, and of course, Governor Soludo is one of the good leaders we have. So who is a follower? So that we know what a follower is supposed to do.
I think let's bring that followership in Anambra State. We're all followers. We're all apostles of. We're all apostles. So we are followers from students, market women, students, teachers, church leaders, everybody. 8.5 million in Anambra. We are followers. So leader, so that's in.
And even those who resident in Anambra.
Oh yeah. Anybody who lives when you talk of followers in Anambra, both were non-indigenous, everybody. We don't discriminate. So we want everybody who are here follow your leader, and our leader is that man, Mr. Solution,
all right.
Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo.
Okay, before the follower question came up, you were saying something. I asked you to explain the vision behind Anambra State being a livable, prosperous, and a smart mega city. And of course, you and I know that no society can actually thrive when there is insecurity, right? And earlier this year, Anambra State government launched a security outfit called Operation Udogachi, which I must say has been quite commendable. Now, let's talk about the sustainability. How sustainable is this initiative? Because we are afraid that if it's not sustained, it's going to be disastrous. You know how it was before the launch or the inauguration of Operation Udogachi. Speak to us about this.
Thank you again, Sandra. Nice question, and this question seems to be a topical issue, the trending issue at the moment. So, sustainability. You see, the launch was made earlier this year, early part of the year. You can see the robustness. It's something that the government and Mr. Governor leading, we thought this through. People have been saying, what is happening? Why have we not done this? But this government is where we do stress testing of anything we do. We interrogate it. So we've worked out the sustainability plan in terms of, it's in the budget, so it was captured in the budget. That's why you see the number of vehicles, operational vehicles we bought before the launch. So in terms of sustainability, it's something that we've thought through, stress tested before that launch. You can see before the launch, the state of insecurity was quite worrying. But in order to get that sustainability plan, and if you look at, we did not just, the government did not just launch it. We went as far as getting the law. We get the law, Homeland Security Law 2025.
The appropriate laws.
Signed. So if anything happened, get arrested, get the punishment, no one, no lawyers and this and freelance that will come and have a loophole to these criminals. So this is the part of the sustainability plan. And the budget for that, and now, which is a bit off from that, individuals, societies, businesses are now keen into how can they join government to make this even much more sustainable. How can we donate vehicles? Can we donate the CCTV? So this shows that we have thought this through and put things in place. So in terms of if it will be sustainable, I give you 100% that we will match this as much as this administration lives.
Okay.
As long as the laws are there.
The laws are
back
there.
it up.
The laws are there.
All right. The program is a spotlight on the transformational leadership of Governor Soludo, and of course the impact it has on the people, on the Anambra, and of course residents of Anambra. And today we are interacting with Sir Ernest Ezajoe, Chief of Staff to Governor Soludo. We are live on Facebook, Anambra Broadcasting Service, and we have some messages. Ngozi Estel Kafo says, all thanks to our solution governor, His Excellency Odeni Bundi Anambra, and of course Eze Becky. Solution leadership mandates have really transformed Anambra State. I testify to what Mr. Ernest Ezajoye, Chief of Staff to the Governor, is saying. Anambra Adigoma. Also, Francis Namani says, okay, he's watching from Amagunze in Enugu State. Good morning, my people in the studio. The transformational agenda of His Excellency Professor Soludo is commendable and should be actualized.
All right, keep your messages coming in. Back to our question, Mr. Ernest. Recently, there has been a clampdown on native doctors, fake native doctors precisely, and fake SNY traditionalists, right? And now, I think just this week, there has been this news in circulation about the arrest of fake pastors and all of that. The question is, how do you determine the fake pastors and all of that without any bias? Because that's apparently what's going to be happening next. Looks like the phase of arresting of fake DBS, it's gone now, or probably still ongoing. But the recent news is the arrest of fake pastors, men of God, who perform miracles.
Thank you very much. I think it's good to say that the law is working. Part of what you said about before sustainability, if you have the laws, then you're good to go. The DBS, the SMANs, and this, I think how they coin it here in Anambra is also Soludo.
Okay.
Also Soludo. And it's quite interesting to see things working as, how it should be. Yes, in the debate, I'll put this in vernacular. You're good to stay in Anambra State. We are not after you. You go and do your profile, your address, your phone number, that's what you cure. You're good to stay. Mana iwulu dibende na mokite, na ebu mmadu, na agwọ ego, na encourage young people, get rich quick and all these things. You cannot stay here. The law is there and we will follow the law to letter. Your direct question about men of God and church and this, yes, let's finish. Go on. We're going to.
Okay, let's finish with
the DBA and there's a man. Okay. Because what we are doing in this DBA and there's a man is quite robust. You look at our water. I grew up in the village. I remember going to the stream to fetch water. But modern, this 21st century, as a man, go and at the river and pollute the water with all this paint and colors and Fanta, all this kind of stuff. While somebody down there, another village, will be fetching that water to drink. No. If you want to do as a man, go and do it in your own private property. But for the public space, the stream, the road, no, it's a public space, and we will protect our citizens. So, for pastors and men of God in parentheses, if you're one and you're doing it well, don't worry, we will not be after you. But I believe ụfọdụ na-agwọ ndị police, ụfọdụ na-agwọ ndị gwọrọ. And why are we wasting our money doing welfare? Get these pastors na ọbụrụ na anafa agwọ. And achịta ndị ala niile ajụ na under the bridge. Put them with this guy, then we take you, we profile you. And the police, where government are spending money on this. We have a new eye clinic at Nice.
Oh, okay.
So we're putting investment in this. Even if Dibena won the police, come on, you partner with government. a willow pastor name Agwande Gwalongwalo. Come, we will work with you. But if you are deceiving people as a pastor,
I think I would love to see that drama unfold. What's man of God? And be found with Indian where disability and Hannah work as
it will save us a whole lot of money and put money back in our pocket to do our infrastructure.
But the real men of God are not noisemakers.
Exactly.
They are doing the real work of God.
Yeah.
I still want to go back to, now that the government is doing a lot, fixing infrastructure and everything that humanity needs to help him or herself. What is expected of the follower? To help government realize its aims and objectives?
It's quite a broad question, Mr. Eze. What will be the responsibility of the masses?
Of the masses, yeah.
First of all, is to appreciate what the government is doing on what we've said, our 5 pillars, which is range from security, law and order, works, infrastructure and economic transformation, human capital development,
education,
where we've done a lot in education and
agriculture,
education and health. A whole lot we've done in human capital development and social agenda, even governance and value system, and obviously our last pillar, which is environment. But what are our responsibility as is to protect this huge investment government is doing. And you can imagine one of the slogan is that we are doing more with less. So it's our taxpayers' money, it's our money. So when we invest in all this, what I call breakthroughs, our responsibility is to protect it. Look at the roads, look at the bridges, look at erosion. Erosion. You eat, you drink pure water or bottled water, you fling it in the road. Small rain, it goes in the drain. Block the drain. The next time you see gully erosion forming. So our responsibility is to protect these infrastructures. Also, I mean, it might be good to say someone, Mr. Solution, that have achieved this just under 3 years. What are our responsibility? We need this man to go again. We need him to continue this great job, because by the time he put in the same efforts he has done in 3 years, in the next 5 years, obviously, all of us can attest what this place will look like. So our responsibility is quite enormous, from protecting our infrastructure to being a good citizens of Anambra State and looking at the future of Anambra State. Because, anyway, I keep it there. That's a whole lot to talk about.
Absolutely.
What our responsibility, are as
most importantly, paying taxes and let Makoya Keja Luno.
So, our tax is very critical to these things we are doing. In Anambra State, the money, the finances, about 98 of I go in Anambra, in the hands of individuals. Government is just working with about 2%. So if we even a big man, Julia Benin, of 98% of this Anambra economy, whether they live in Anambra or live outside Anambra. So but what government is doing, how can these guys pay their tax in Anambra State? If we succeed in that, then what's FAC money, federal allocation? No, we can generate much more than that.
Absolutely.
From our citizens.
We can generate much more than that when you pay your tax. Now, at this point, we have a whole lot to talk about, but this is also giving you an opportunity to call in. At least we entertain 2 calls before we get back to our conversation, our questions for you this morning. So, dear listener, the 3-year anniversary of Mr. Governor. We're just counting down, right? 17th of March 2025. Kitabu Oheringwe Ijiwe Manye Akari Ejiwe Watanye Bo 070-6538-1320 Mobile.
All right, we have 0904-956-0826, 0904-956-0826. 1 minute ka ị nwee iji tụnye nke gị maka ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ na-akpọ ka ha wee jụọ ajụjụ ma ọ bụ mekwa.
Apart from having 1 minute, be civil with whatever you have to tell us this morning and try as much as possible to stay away from your radio set to avoid howlback. We've got someone calling us.
Oh, hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I wish for staff. Good morning.
Morning.
You go and hear the man now.
Anya fagin ebisa kwanya. Hello.
What do you need to copy?
Kedu afagi na ebisa kwanya kai hizizi kwesiri me.
I'm sorry, honorable Mark.
Honorable
Mark.
Mark Nebe. Okay.
For homeland law.
Homeland law megini kefi na sioku ike homeland law megini kefi ku.
Security law. I need the copy.
Okay, the copy. Okay. Nsogbu
Dalu, chief of staff gawaki kesiwote.
Okay.
Honorable Emma Akunya Dalu for your question. Copy of the law, not only in the internet, you request that your library, and library doing so, in or local government headquarters. So there's some places in especially bits on the twinkle of an eye on your phone, you can pick it up on your phone.
Okay. All right. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning to you. Banata Radio. Banata Radio.
Good morning.
Good morning. No. Madoka Ukulu. Konite no bigo.
I'm making a commission on a studio.
Yeah, Dalu.
After that, I want to be about Marabaku. You get that now. Oh, me, I'd be doing on you and you know. You want and then I'm the other one. If you are charging, unless they send them out of the year, and then I'm over. Whatever. So, we can go now. To make an easy our governor. But our governor. The true monarch and the leadership. Because when we go there on 22, on 3 years, I'm going to another race. I'm going to be before the after. I'm going to go on our
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Dalo.
Lotte, you just have 15 seconds to make your point. So let's get back to our conversation with you, Chief of Staff.
Yeah.
Talking about. Okay, you want to say something?
Just a quick one. Madoka, Nanjinya Kanifiku Dalo. But you have also your responsibility, Madoka, to also government. In Kiyeme, Ekagapana Miliama. When they can pollute to the water, then where your phone keep buying our free number 5111. Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Talking about infrastructure, Chief of Staff, the newly constructed Ekulobia flyover, which is yet to be commissioned, has attracted attention. Now, the governor himself, Obrone Eziru Madumonosi, through he actually personally made an announcement asking petty traders and drivers to vacate from that place and move to a new place built for them, and also assured them of free registration of shops and all of that. Now, my question is, how will the government ensure that there is strict compliance, compliance on the side of traders, drivers, and also on the side of Ndidi in charge of that registration, the stress and all of that. How do we ensure, or how will government ensure smooth registration of that?
Okay, thank you very much, Sandra. Again, it will not be enough to thank Mr. Gono for this remarkable achievement. Yes, a club flyover done, soon be commissioned. Yes, before that flyover was built, we can cast our minds back. Keke club, keke that's ebangad. Markets, left, right, and center. Traffic. During Christmas, you can spend 24 hours waiting to pass that area.
Because of traffic.
Because of traffic. But today, it's thing of the past. So, your direct question about what are we going to do with the petty traders, about their relocation and everything. This government, our government bụ ndị ogbenye n'obi. We did not just build the bridge and say every other person find your way. But we have their interest at heart. We built the market just maybe 300 meters away from the flyover, where we have up to 600 stalls, that will accommodate all those people, that the petty traders you referred to. Then how are we going to move them? How are we going to make it seamless? I'll give you a typical example. We did recruitment of teachers in Anambra State, where 18 states in this country are among our teaching pool. It's purely on merit, because that is part of this government policy on law and order. So nothing will be different from how we are going to relocate these traders from where they are present to the new market. We are doing enumeration, or what I call profiling. Kebe shop where they are the present, kebe na anobu. So by the time we do this, there will be a kind of right of first refusal. Nda na anobu ebe anwa. Do you really need to move? Yes. Well, I have a shop without payment. So it will be seamless, because obviously we have the eye on the ball. We are watching. And this is the government that and when somebody who monitors you, and that is why it's working. That is why we're making this place work. So Sandra, the movement of the petty traders will be seamless. The government has spent a good fortune to build a massive space for them. And you need to go there. You really need to go there. The park side of it, where that will accommodate the KKs, the shuttle, the interstate transport. So I assure you that what we put in place, the measures we put in place about monitoring of this will surely give people that are born in a club around about first right of refusal to get their stall, but we have enough there to accommodate even everybody that are there already and a bit more people who will be coming in.
Okay, I'm going to join the shop. Thank you.
As far as money is going there, this place under the bridge.
As far as they can Chief of Staff, sir, there is this issue that government has ignored before now. Issue of noise pollution. Noise pollution. But I'm happy that the government has come to address that. You know, if you make a noise with whatever, because people don't know that they are constituting nuisance, but they don't know because somebody has not been arrested and prosecuted. But I am happy that government has come to take that up. So what is the modality for implementation and getting people to comply? Noise pollution.
Noise pollution. I think a bit of my professional background will just ignite. Obviously, I have a MSc in environmental health management, you know, where I talk about food safety, noise pollution, health and safety, all these things. And again, I told you my background where I worked before, where these laws are very
effective,
strict and perfect about it. You know, this is a situation where we have the time you can play music up to certain decibel, the noise, how they measure noise. You know, you cannot be rascal about noise because people have different time, they sleep and do their stuff. So, 11 p.m. Abroad, let me say UK to be precise, all noise, you know, you have to, you know, limit it to. So here, we actually go 1, we go 2. In as much as we've not got everything right, these are the places where we're coming because we've done the foundation, as I said. We have environmental health officers in the local government because these are the responsibility of the local government. And we have a lot of environmental health officers there. So there'll be a bit of training and retraining.
And the laws are there too.
The laws are there. The staff are there. You know, now we have local government autonomy. Most of these things that are done in the local government, every of these things with the training, how we want to, the state is actually devolving a whole lot of their responsibility, all their responsibility to the local government. With their budget, they just passed about 3 weeks ago. You see, deal this like this noise pollution, health and safety, closing of potholes. Well, it will just come up on the day-to-day activities of local government. So I assure you that where you still have it, but we need the reporting system. We need the complaint procedure. You see, the problem we have in this part of the world that people are not used to reporting. So if there's a noise pollution, go at our parks, our local parks at Onisha, Unizik. You see microphone scattered all over the place. If they're not selling this or they're selling this, that is not obtainable. Nowhere in the world you say it. So, but we're coming. Local governments, I encourage you to, you know, get your environmental health officers, get out and be busy about this.
Okay. Now, you know, if you want to talk about projects, achievements and all of that, there's a whole lot to talk about. But you are the Chief of Staff to the Governor. What would you say is the most significant accomplishment that you are pretty much proud of serving in this government?
Thank you very much, Sandra. You know, I'm happy you narrowed it down the most significant. Because when sometimes people will throw it, what are your achievements? Then I can tell you about the achievement of this government. For the next 2-3 hours. Because, you see, as I mentioned before, we came in 3 years ago with enormous issues and problems in the state, you know. But the significant ones, I'll just mention a few number of significant projects that, you know, whenever I look at it, I said, yes, you know. Let me mention a bit about roads. Because I remember when we were campaigning to be in government, every town, 179 communities in Anambra State, continued to say, road is the problem, road is the problem, road is the problem. So, the accomplishments we've achieved in road construction is something that, if I'm sleeping, I'll continue to say kudos to this administration. As of today, though the figure changes every minute, unfortunately, because the men, they are working, they're asphalting. We are awarding even new roads. But the last statistics, we have awarded 729.621 kilometers of road under 3 years of this administration, with up to about 500 asphalted. But as I said, it's kind of very fluid because as the men, the dualization are going and the asphalting. So, but it's a significant thing. It's a significant accomplishment that has touched almost all the communities in this state, because it takes you 20 minutes to get to my local government headquarters at Ajal because of the 27 kilometers of road from Amansi to Ufuma, which are cut across about 5 communities. Same thing all over the place. Amansi to Obofemili. The dualization is the one that is amazing. You can imagine from Amabia to Ekulobia to Oga, that dualization is a game changer. A game changer that's going to Imo State with time will be maybe about 30-40 minutes, because from now, as it is now, going to Nanka is about 12 minutes.
Okay.
So, you know, the road is significant. The government house and governor's lodge.
Befitting government house.
Oh my God. I cannot imagine what we are putting in place there. In a 23 hectares of land. And not just putting that structure. We are looking at the most green government house in Nigeria. So this is very, very significant about it. You know, we cannot talk these significant breakthroughs without talking about Solution Fund City.
All right.
In Solution Fund City, this is where we now signposting that people must come to Anambra State, where we have the water parks, amusement parks, and the country club, all in one. So we have, this is like buy one, get two free. Including the sports, the stadium. So, Sandra, I think if I say this three, it's just an understatement. Because bridges is coming up everywhere. Just at 2 minutes walk from here, you see another bridge coming up at Aroma. You know? So I can spend time today telling, but significant are these breakthroughs. But I can go on and tell
good healthcare system, free education, agriculture, and a whole lot.
Because on our healthcare system, you can, not only that we are building the brick and mortar, because we are doing brick and mortar in terms of the trauma center up there at...
Chief of Staff, I think we have someone calling us.
Okay, let's attend to them.
Good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yeah, hi. You're welcome. Your name and where you're calling us.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. We can hear you.
My name is Aokori. I'm calling from Germany.
Oh,
yeah,
Germany.
that's great. Thank
How
you for
are you
joining us.
listening to us? Are you listening via the live stream or what? How are you listening to us?
Yeah, the live stream, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
always join the program on Saturdays.
All right,
My
thank
name
you.
is
Good
Koye.
to have
So,
you.
Mr. Ebo, Chief of Staff, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I've been listening to what you're saying, and it's quite interesting. Actually, I'm kind of our governor for what he has been doing. I was in Nigeria this year, and I saw the massive road construction naga on the Anambra state, unlike what we are hearing here in Germany or out of the country.
Yep,
The governor
okay.
is really doing his best. So, man, the problem I face here, we had a meeting here and didn't say in diaspora. There were a lot of videos going around about the construction area, and they say that the waters were not properly channeled. A big flood against you and Apple.
Okay. What's his name?
Yeah.
Oh,
So do you have anything to say on that? And
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So it's Scotland. It's Scotland. I think
well,
that
and
particular.
actually, always something to say on that. And at the same time, that road demarcation, how to make the road demarcation is not really strong enough. So I was in Nigeria. I was at Oka, Mbana with the road. So, but before I left, some of that road demarcation, is it how it should be? Or are they going to do something else about it?
Okay.
All right. Thank you
So,
so much.
thank you very much, okay.
Listen,
Thank you.
while Chief of Staff reacts to your question. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. I'm glad you're calling from diaspora. I mean, as I said, if you listened to me at the beginning, I'm a diaspora as well. I live in UK for many years. But going straight to your question about channeling of flood, this administration, you see, we are building to last. We are building to last. There is the quality control and the standard of what we're building. I don't think we've seen such in, let me use Anambra before. And these are standard that these roads and the infrastructure we're putting will last for about 20 years. So, but to be specific on your channeling, all the roads we are doing, you know, Mr. Okoye, there are some roads that we have done, say, 1 kilometer of road. But the channeling will be 2 kilometers of flood channel. I mean, I can get you the one we did at Obosi and some other place. The one we did at Toko. So the channeling, maybe when you passed, as you said in Christmas, the road is still live, it's still ongoing. At Mise, I'm not sure particular channeling you're talking about, but those places are still, it's still a live project. So the channeling will probably be still something ongoing. But if you know the specific place, I'm quite happy to pick it up. But we are spending more money on channeling because of what we are spending on erosion. We spent billions on erosion in federal road and state roads in Anambra State. So we don't play on channeling. In terms of the road demarcation you mentioned, again, you said you just passed by during Christmas. And if it's just when you pass, if there's something that seems not to be strong or breaking, that's still during the construction phase. So those will be taken care of. But obviously, I'll take your feedback and we use it as our lessons learned and which will now act on our continuous improvement as in quality quality standard. So thank you very much, Okay, for your question.
All right.
Mr. Jenna needs to check here about on eku.
That's the feedback I mentioned. So
okay,
we'll pick
yeah.
it up.
So before we call it a day with you, Chief of Staff, remember when we started this program, I said today is International Women's Day, and you spoke to us about how active women have been in this administration. But one would want to know, how has the government empowered the girl child? Yes, the girl child. To
Okay.
excel.
Thank you very much. This your 1 hour seems to be very just like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. What we are providing about girl child in this administration is something that, with statistics, as I said, what we are doing in education. Look at our provision in education. I mean, it will be very difficult to segregate the male and the female in this case. But let's use the word women. Look at the statistics we have in the recruitment of teachers. More than 80% of on the recruitment, they're all women. So, and I'm giving you statistics about the executive council, about 20% are women. The girl child, you mentioned the Commissioner for Women Affairs, have a particular
department
that looks after girl child. In Anambra State, you are in ABS, you probably have seen the how we treat people that have moved somehow maltreating girl child, people who are using them to hawk, people who are using them as maid that then treat them well, in Anambra State. But the wife of the governor as well, these are the things that looks like a taboo in Anambra State when they see you maltreating girl child and the women folk. So we are quite hot on that, and we put some budget on these things, so we're on it.
Okay.
We'll continue to talk about it. 17th of March will be next Monday, so we have maybe we'll have another time to talk about all the infrastructure developments and transformational leadership of Governor Soludo. Aga mmiri Soludo gbapuru, aga anya ọkụ, aga je n'ụlọ ọgwụ. Yet aga agba road, yet they they vandalize the infrastructure development.
I think because of time, I think that these are the things that we need. We are saying every day. All parts of Anambra, majority, we've done urban water and other areas. We don't have time to talk about 326 wards that we are doing primary health care and the 5 general hospitals, as you said. But this infrastructure need to be protected. Okpoko, we are going back to Okpoko on 18th of March. 3 years back to Okpoko. This is a slum that we met and we transformed Okpoko. So protection and supporting the governor will be the key word. If we're enjoying all this infrastructure, all these deliverables, the transformation we've done in Anambra State, if we're enjoying it and we think that this is the best way to go, that is why I would say
let's continue.
Continuity. I think I've seen a lot of slogan, 4+4. It's actually
I think that's the best way to leave this conversation. Continuity. And hopefully we're going to continue with this conversation anytime.
Anytime.
Yes. Well,
and even after March 17th.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Mr. Ernest Ezajuri, our Chief of Staff to Mr. Governor. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Sandra.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you very much
Always
for coming.
Always great to have
you. Thank you, Mr.
Onwochi.
And I am Sandra Abba. Thank you for being part of the show Spotlight this morning.